Greetings, woman. And I'm Jack, and welcome back to the Windmill Forest. Right, meet Key. I feel like it's Kyle without the so it's just Kai. I was thinking it's just like Chi, but cool. Chi, but cool. Yes. So I have no idea what this guy's name means. He looks like a teenager, except he's buffed. He's got very impractical gloves, because why 3 fingers? And his theme is the roar of the spark, and I have never seen a spark that roars, but I guess there's a first for everything. Have you ever seen fireworks? They don't exactly roar, they just poof. Poof. Yes, they poof. They poof somewhat aggressively. Are you ready? No.
Sky, girl before the light, like a crying for the moon. Never-ending round, forgot what I want. Never held my heart to me. That's why I go forward, don't look back. I can't believe in the path I'm on. Faith, pride, so what do I have to be? Sacred wires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many more stars I get. Here in the pale fire, I'm going out for as I can. I hope my path will be a guideline for someone to follow. The roar of the storm.
I get it.
Thunder burns my eyes, what a strange descent. Sound becomes hot again. Never-ending wide, forgot what I want. Is this Arcadia? I don't know what's right for the world. Oh, I may have lost my way. There's no reason to doubt it now. So what do I have to feel? Under the sacred wires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many more stars I get. Here in the pale fire, I'm going out for as I can. I hope my path will be a guideline for someone to follow.
I have thoughts about the concept mainly, about the lyrics. Yes. It's basically, I think his motto is the light that shines in darkness, the thing to strive for. Mm-hmm. Because he says stuff like, I don't care how many more scars I get, but says it somewhat cheerfully. Mm-hmm. It's like someone confronting, dark stuff. Yeah. And I get that especially from I don't remember what they went like, but the lyrics in the first, verse said a lot of things about sort of darkness. And then the lyrics in the second verse said a lot of things about light and sort of bringing that about. So I'm with Key on his life philosophy. Yeah, and he seems to be kind of clueless, but aware of that, which is less clueless than most people. To me, it seemed like he was somewhat clueful in the first verse, then clueless in the second one because things got easy. It seems to be a bit of a metaphor on the hard times create good men create good times create weak men thing. It's like it sort of happened internally in him, in the lyrics. I relate to what you're saying, but I wasn't exactly getting that from the second verse. It didn't seem all bright to me because he was saying a lot about he doesn't know what's good for the world anymore or stuff like that. So there's some level of confusion there. And then it looks like he's kind of dealing with it by a way of, I'm on this path, I'm taking all this stuff on and doing my thing, and I hope that will be a guide for someone to follow. So yeah, he realized that he's clueless, he realized everyone's clueless, and so he's just forging a path. Mm-hmm. It's a way of life. Yes. So is this song. We all forge paths, some better than others. Yes. And some worse than others. Yes. Our path is from the camera to uni, to bed, to the kitchen, to eat, and back to the camera. The camera is the highlight, yes, because there's beautiful people on the other end of it. And by, we mean that end, not this end. There's just questionable people on this end. We go? Yes.
The roar of the spark!
Yes!
Time to be proceed. It is hard to breathe. The light goes out again. Never-ending road, a place without color. That's the world we can't die. That's right, go. Don't look back. I can't believe in the path I'm on. Wait, pride. So what do I have to be? Under the lonely moon, it only flux words. This ocean with my colors, bearing the pain of fire. I'm going out for as a kid to keep the flow alive. Under the sacred fires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many more stars again. Yeah, bearing the pain of fire. I'm going out for as a kid. It will be endless, and it's never end. Hoping to build the world with all kinds of pride.
Yes. Good guy. Definitely one of my favorite Guilty Gear stuff so far. And one of my favorite characters despite the teenagerish look. Yeah. He means well. Yes. I can tell. I can tell that he means well. And he has the teenagerish look, but I think he has escaped most of the teenager psychological tropes. Yeah, he's like, a guy who's too mature for his age. Yes. He's like me. It's like he's saying deep, profound things, but he can't be taken seriously because of the look. Like me! I doubt you're as mature as you think. He tries to be. We both try to be. I don't think this channel is contributing a lot to our maturity. Yes, it's not. But we may do. We hope it's contributing to your entertainment at least. Right. Solo was really nice. It was less all over the place than other Guilty Gear solos. It was a 2-guitar solo. So it started as one guitar was running on some tapping melody and the other one was bending on the background. And then the second guitar went into the same tapping melody but harmonized. Yeah. And then it cut and one guitar kept tapping and the other one switched back to sliced riffs. So it was more like a 2-guitar dynamic. Yes. And the sort of rhythmic shifts in the song that made that so interesting more than it just being a very complex solo. Yeah. What struck out to me as well was also the sense of harmony that came out from it. And I didn't notice really the alternation of guitars going in, but it did strike me that it was more like a theme with some variations. Yeah. Rather than, just shred-deliciousness. Yeah. Not
that
that we mind shred-deliciousness. No, we really don't mind shred-deliciousness. If you shred and do it deliciously, we will really enjoy it.
Yes.
I love the groove a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the high energy pace. It's like, it's not a power metal song.
Yes.
But it has the energy and sort of fist high up in the air vibe of a power metal song. And I'm thinking, Abyss by Unleash the Archer specifically.
I mean, that is a power metal song.
Yes, I mean, it has that vibe, but this isn't a power metal song.
Uh-huh. So it's a power metal song that isn't a power metal song.
Yes. Very groovy, very high energy, very fast pace, and constant lead guitar tapping. And on top of that, keyboards.
Yeah, I noticed the keyboards in the intro and in the outro actually gave me an early Nightwish vibe.
Yeah, they had, I don't know how exactly to place it, because the game has kind of a modern vibe to it, but the way those keyboards were put were very much raw and natural in vibe. Like early Nightwish, like you said, and also a bit like I would hear in Nordic metal, like in Frostbite or Brimir kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That sort of almost folkish, very natural, breathy sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that also I could kind of relate with the sort of environment he's in, because he's dealing with pretty stuff. The images, they were very bright. And it was a lot of green and nature and sun and nice.
Despite the fact that he was whacking people.
Yeah, I somehow kind of overlooked that part.
Okay, yes, we're done here.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and share us more. Don't forget to subscribe with bell.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at Windmill very soon.
Yeah.